What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Hawk Talk. Today we have a very packed house. We have all the hosts here. We have Cass, Dallas, and Cheyenne joining me for our last episode of the semester. Before we get into it, how did everyone's semester go? Everyone's classes went good. I know you guys were all in your sports seasons this semester. So how would you guys say that went? We'll start down there with you, Cass.
So far, it's been pretty solid, I would say. It's gone by really fast, especially with softball. This is our bye weekend. We have conference coming up next weekend, so getting pumped about that. But my class schedule, I guess, this semester was cake compared to other semesters, so it's kind of different, but it's been nice to kind of have a break. Along with Hawk Talk, it's been a lot of fun. We've had a lot of really good guests come on, and I've been able to meet some pretty cool people, too. So all in all, it's been a pretty fun semester, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, I would kind of have the same answer as that, just kind of soaking in the last moments of being an undergraduate student here at DSU. So just trying to make the best out of everything, and classes were easy. I only had 2 classes this semester, which was super nice. Softball went good, it's going good. So yeah, just trying to enjoy these last couple moments.
Our rookie, first, you were like halfway through the semester.
Yeah, I mean, I had a good semester. I had pretty good classes. Golf is going well, so we have conference next week too. So that's made this semester go by pretty fast. Freshman year is almost over, and that's absolutely insane.
You'll be here for another 6 years. You'll be a for-lifer, I can see it. Like Dallas alluded to, this is her last episode of Hawk Talk ever in her life ever. She'll never be back. She'll probably also be a for-lifer. We'll bring her on at some point. How'd it go? How do you feel your last semester of Hawk Talk went?
Yeah, I thought it was super cool. We obviously had a couple new faces here this semester and this past year for Hawk Talk, so it was kind of nice teaching Cheyenne the ropes of what to do, you know, kind of passing it on to her, but I thought it was a good semester.
Yeah. We always ask, if you could go back and tell freshman Dallas,
oh gosh,
go back and have a conversation knowing everything you know now, what would you tell her?
Well, let's keep it simple, because there's a lot of things I would tell myself, but just probably to make the best out of every moment that you have, just because I feel like just yesterday I was in your shoes, just finishing up my freshman year of college, and now finishing up my 5th year of college, so just making the best of every moment and just enjoying each day by itself.
And Cass, we were talking a little bit before the cameras turned on. You're on the fence if you'll be back, because Cass starts her student teaching next semester. Where are you going to be after that?
I haven't gotten my placement yet. I'll get it next week. Since I'm K through 12 for PE, I'll do half elementary and then half secondary, either in the middle school or high school.
So we don't know if Cass will be back, but we'll ask you the same question. If you could go back, talk to freshman year Cass, what would you tell her?
Oh gosh. I don't know, not to think too much into things and not overthink everything that's coming at you. It's not the end of the world when it feels like things are falling apart. Just really soak it in. I live by the quote, be here now, so kind of be where your feet are, enjoy the moment, enjoy where you're at. So, I don't know, just enjoy the little things, I'd say.
I like that. What would you guys say was your favorite moment of Hawk Talk this semester? A favorite interview, could have been one of our meetings we did off camera, so something that happened involving Hawk Talk this semester that you really enjoyed. I'll start with you, Cheyenne.
Oh, I'm starting. I don't know if I really have like a favorite moment. I got to obviously experience a lot of things, you know, a lot of trial and error with like the camera thing. I did my first recap. I think it took like 3 tries. But I know I got to meet obviously Dallas and Cass and Xander. I kind of knew Xander already from working at the foundation, but Dallas and Cass, I got to see a lot more, which was really exciting, and I think I just learned a lot through it all.
I think my favorite moment was, there was one time I did my segments Minute with Easton, and we did probably 6 or 7, and he wanted to go and do each segment in a different place on campus, and so I think him and I walked like a mile, and we're just talking and having some good conversations, so it was kind of nice getting to chat with him a little bit. Found out that he used to run marathons, which I thought was pretty cool, so you know, just getting to see the different side of him I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah, I'd say probably my favorite interview that I did was with Thad. I had asked him probably, I don't know, 5 or 6 questions, but he answered probably like 20, which was awesome. And he told me some crazy stories about how he like took some driver's ed class, basically raising his daughter in the dorms in DeLong and stuff. So I learned a lot about him in that, and he's just a fun guy anyway, so I enjoyed that for sure.
A lot of personalities at DSU. I think my favorite was my Coach B interview. I think I knew it was going to be a good interview from the second I told him to introduce himself, and he gave his address. Told the people he lives on 12th Avenue West or whatever he said. But I thought that was really fun. I had a lot of fun. This was actually my first year of Hawk Talk, like we talked about. I had fun getting to know these guys. Cheyenne obviously came on late, but she stepped into Jacob's shoes and did a really good job. We miss you, Jacob, if you're watching this. I know you're doing big and better things over in Washington. I heard he got a job in the corrections over in Washington, so he's living it up there. Yeah, so I've had a good time. Cheyenne did a great job filling in. Everyone did a great job. I think we had a lot of road bumps along the way with how we filmed things and how we handled it. But I think we all did a great job. It was obviously hard this second semester because you're obviously in your golf. You two have your softball. I have my spring football. So there was a lot of times it was just, hey, who can do this right now? We need a lot of panic in the group chat at times. But we got through the semester. But we'll switch it up a little bit. You guys have, I guess when you guys are watching this, it'll be after the conference softball, but you guys have your conference softball next weekend. How are you looking? What are you trying to gain from that? What are you looking forward to for that?
Yeah, I think we're sitting pretty fine at the 3 seed right now. I don't think that's going to change much. I think just knowing going into conference tournament, it's really anyone's ball game. You know, you play teams a couple months back and you play them next week and they're a completely different team. And I think we're perfectly capable of taking the tournament. But yeah, just coming in prepared, remembering, you know, this is the end of the season, and so just going out, trying to go out with a bang and doing our best.
And you guys are hosting it again this year.
Yep, we'll have conference tournament here. Yep.
All right.
Totally. Yeah, just kind of what Dallas said. I mean, peaking at the right time. We want to be peaking at the beginning of May versus in February when we're in the Dome. So we've had some really good moments these last few weeks, and so if we can build off some of those moments and kind of bring them to our Sanford Sports Complex and next weekend, I think we can definitely do it. So
who do you guys play first? Do you know yet?
We won't know until after this, I guess, this past weekend, since this will be airing in a couple weeks. But yeah, there's a couple more games to be played, and then after that it should go out probably next week, and then we'll find out soon.
Do you have like a rough idea if things ended today, who would you be playing?
I think the Turbo or Waldorf, one of those two, which both of them took one from us in the earlier in the season, so.
Yeah.
Conference golf. We don't talk about it enough. Where's that at, and what are you looking forward to with that?
Men's team is definitely looking at a conference title for sure. They are well in contention. I think Bellevue's their biggest competition, but they are solid this year. And
hey, we can gloat a little bit. This is a DSU show.
They're very solid. They have a really big chance. On the women's side, I mean, we're very young. I mean, we're younger team. We have a chance. There's always a chance. I think Bellevue is just really good. But I think it's anyone's ball game at this point for the women's side. I think it's gonna come down to the last 9 holes probably. Yeah. So it'll be interesting.
Yeah. I guess I've never asked, how does college golf work? How many holes do you play? How does scoring work?
Usually it's 2 days, 18 holes each day. Sometimes it'll be 36 and then 18 the second day. But for the most part, it's 18. So it goes 2-day totals.
Okay, that makes sense. It does not make sense. I have no idea. But also,
I want the lowest possible score.
Hey, when we do these things, you can puff your chest. This is a DSU show. No one's gonna get mad at us. Cass was there for my first time doing a pregame interview for football. I think I talked more-ish about every other team in our conference than anyone ever has, and I hope that didn't get leaked anywhere.
I think there's a chance. There's a chance for us to both pull out a conference win.
You guys,
there's a chance.
I believe in you guys. Just like softball team is going to win it all.
Yeah.
And then I will be there watching them celebrate. It'll be nice. But I think that's mostly all we have. Yeah, great semester. I'm very happy with how things turned out. We're about to play a game of Jeopardy, so stay tuned for that, and we'll see you guys next year.
Welcome back to another Minute with President Easton. President Easton, as the weather's getting nicer, what are some of your go-to activities outdoors?
You wouldn't know it by looking at me. I admit that. I actually run a little bit. Not nearly as much as I used to. Used to run a few marathons. That was a while ago. And then I also like hiking and I play a little bit of golf. I'm not very good at it anymore, but those are the main ones for me. We go over to Theodore Roosevelt National Park quite a bit and walk around there, and sometimes to the North Unit, which has some really excellent hiking. South Unit does too, but the North Unit has, I think, even better hiking. So that's pretty much it. I spend way too much time inside at the office, but that's pretty much what we do outside.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the very first episode of Hawk Talk Jeopardy. I made this board all by myself. I know, it looks fantastic. I'm not an arts and crafts major. You guys keep that in mind. That might be a hint to one of our questions here. But our lovely host over there will pick a question. 100-point questions are easiest, 200 medium, 300 hardest. And whoever wins, wins. We don't have pies for this trip. This game like we did last semester, but we're playing for pride. So Dallas, you're our senior. You can go first.
Let's do DSU History 300.
300. Okay.
Yeah, I'm scared.
Okay, our first question. Which Massachusetts state senator, later U.S. president, spoke at DSU in the 1950s? 300-point questions. Ripping at 300 right away.
Can we ask for a hint?
I'll give you a hint. This one's kind of hard. He's a very famous president, famous in Texas for ways that I don't know if I can speak of on air. 1950s too. That's also another hint in there. Do you know anything about the presidents in the 1950s?
I'm uncultured in that area.
Someone just throw out a guess. Come on.
Any guess?
I guarantee it's one of the first. When you hear the word president, it's one of the first people that come to your mind.
First one that comes to my mind is George Washington.
A little bit later than that.
What does it start with? About to
J.
give it away? J? Oh. Is it JFK?
Yep.
Oh.
He was the Massachusetts state senator and then came and spoke at DSU.
Jeez, that was really hard.
Okay.
That was really good. It's a 300-point question. All right, Cass, you
gosh.
get to pick the next question.
Xander Beeson for 300.
For 300.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're just going. I just want to see what these are like.
So this one is technically a 3-part question, so you'll get 100 points for every one you get correct. You'll get 1 point, but yeah. So what is my major plus my 2 minors? You get 100 points for every one you get right.
Exercise science. Professional
No.
track.
Nope. Incorrect.
Oh. I thought it was that too.
Minor in coaching.
That is one of the minors, yes. Does anyone want to take a crack at the other minor or the major?
Yeah. Business.
That is one of my minors, yes.
Oh, yay.
Nice.
Okay, so now just your major.
Physical and health education.
Incorrect. That was my old major.
Oh, wow.
I'm trying to think of all the majors.
I know. But that would like go hand in hand with coaching.
Cass was very close, or not Cass, Cheyenne was very close with her first guess of the major.
Yeah, you get your
Kinesiology?
No.
Oh.
That's the professional track of exercise science. It has a it's under exercise science, but if you know anything about DSU, physical education is technically exercise science. So there's 3 different exercise sciences. You've named 2 of them.
Third one?
Well, you did your internship
Yeah.
in the weight room.
I did.
It's got to be like.
Something. And you're in Weinbergen a lot
Mm-hmm.
for your classes.
I know, but exercise science is the only thing that's popping up.
It's the one track you haven't named of exercise science.
Exercise science, the business track.
Sports management, yes.
management?
Sports management. There it is.
Oh, okay. Nice.
All right.
Are you keeping track of the points?
I am.
Oh,
He is. We
sweet.
got man in the back is keeping track of points. Who got that? Who are we going to count got that one right? Cheyenne got the first one right.
Cheyenne got 100, Dallas got 100, and she got another 100.
Yes.
There we go.
All right, Dallas, you can
So
pick.
it's 100.
My turn to pick?
Yep.
Oh, Xander Beeson, 200.
200. Here we go. Oh, that's actually, I think it's perfect you picked this one. 'Cause I think, when I wrote this one, I think Dallas might be the only one that knows it off the top of her head.
Oh, gosh.
Who was the first interview guest on my first episode of Hawk, or who was the guest on my first episode of Hawk Talk?
Was it Coulter?
It was not.
Coach Stanton?
No. It was during homecoming. That's your hint for this one. It was during homecoming.
Homecoming.
Ooh.
What the heck?
I don't even know what
He
I
did win one of the foundation awards this year. He was named one of our award winners.
Oh! He does stuff with the arts.
He does.
Why can't I think of his name? I was there with you.
That's what I'm
Troy.
saying.
Kuntz?
Troy Kuntz.
Yes!
There it is.
Good job.
Thanks.
Nice.
Good job.
All right, Dallas, pick again.
Xander Beeson, 100.
All right. What number do I wear in football?
I told you that was going to be a question.
Oh. Is it 81?
No. It's my old number.
72.
No.
87.
No.
68.
No.
Can we get a hint?
It is in the 80s. It is in the 80s.
84.
No.
88.
There it is.
Say that next.
There we go. We got points on the board for Cass. All right, Cass, pick a question.
Let's do DSU Heritage Foundation for 100.
100. All right. How much money did the DSU Heritage Foundation raise for scholarships for the 2024-25 school year? So for next year.
1.2.
No.
Was I close?
Yes, you were close.
1.3.
No.
1.4.
There it is. 1.4. Also, that is a promotional question. Thank you to everybody who donated to our different events, Give Day, all that stuff, to help us raise money for student scholarships. All right, okay. Dallas, go ahead.
Hawk Talk 300.
Hawk Talk 300 points.
I need to pick up my game.
Okay. What did Seth Moorkirky, former Hawk Talk host, call reoccurring guests on Hawk Talk?
Oh,
He had a
I interviewed
specific
him.
name for him. Ooh, this might be a rough category.
I interviewed him too.
I know. Well, this is your hint right here. It's the bird. I'll give you the bird flying. That's your hint.
Hawks.
Hawkies.
No. It's 2 words, both start with an F. I'll give you that's your last hint you're getting.
Oh wait, no, that's not. Never mind. I was gonna say Flying Hawks, but you said they both start with an F.
You have one of the words in there.
Flying.
Need to brush up on our Hawk Talk history here. We're not doing too hot.
Flying.
Flying.
Friends?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
There's also a term they give people when they take a lot of trips on the airplane.
Frequent flyers.
There it is. Frequent flyers. There you go, Cheyenne. Pick another one.
DSU Heritage Foundation for 200.
For 200. What year was the DSU Heritage Foundation started?
First one or the second one?
Second one. The one where, not the Alumni Association, but the Heritage Foundation.
2015?
Nope.
Is it 2014?
Nope.
Were we close?
2016.
There it is.
Oh, nice!
All right, Cass, go ahead.
Let's do DSU History for 200.
DSU History for 2. All right. What was the Blue Hawks' old mascot?
The Savages.
There it is. We might actually have to edit that one out because Sherry told me we might not be able to talk about that. So we'll see what happens with that. Go ahead, Cheyenne.
Hawk Talk for 100.
Hawk Talk for 100. This is a pretty easy one. Also, it might be another promotional one. Who produces Hawk Talk?
Consolidated.
Consolidated what? You need a full name here.
Community Channel.
Nope.
Consolidated Channel 7.
Hey, you gotta buzz in. This.
Consolidated Channel 7.
No.
Channel 18.
No.
Consolidated Inc.
No. Starts with a T.
Consolidated TV.
Nope.
Starts with a T. Television? No, it's
I'm
TV.
trying to look around the room.
I know, me too. Are there any hints?
Trace is cracking up back here.
Consolidated Trace.
Consolidated Trace.
Ooh.
Consolidated Technology.
No. That's closer, but that's not it. Now we're gonna call time on that one. Correct answer is Consolidated Telecom.
Oh.
Another promotional one.
Okay.
Thank you to everybody at Consolidated who helps us out, does everything for us over at Hawk Talk. Trace, Ron, all of them. Trace is the man behind the camera we talked about. We interviewed him earlier, but I think it's still Cheyenne, so you go ahead.
Dickinson History for 100.
Dickinson History for 1. Oh, I'm messing up this board. What year was DSU founded?
1918.
There it is. So you two as student ambassadors, I thought that was the one you guys were going to get.
I know.
These are easy points.
Sorry to disappoint.
Yeah, it's okay. Cheyenne, go again.
Hawk Talk for 200.
Hawk Talk for 200. This is another one of the ones like the one in my major. You get 100 points for each one you get right, because technically it's 2 answers. Who were the quote-unquote founding fathers of Hawk Talk?
Kristen Fleury, and he was a basketball coach. Or am I so off?
You're pretty off. I don't have either one.
I have one name.
That was it.
Well, Cheyenne still gets one, or Dallas still gets one. She gets 2 guesses.
Easton's son,
Do we have a first name for that?
Nathan.
Yep. That's one. If we can get the other one, we'll go for the second answer. What do you have, Cheyenne?
That was my guess.
Okay. He is probably watching this right now and is like, come on, guys.
Seth.
No, not Seth. No.
Coulter.
No. The answer we were looking for was Parker Robinson. So, sorry, Parker. I thought of you. Don't worry.
Whoever gets this one right wins.
Whoever gets this right wins. It's a 3-point question.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll go with that one.
All right. Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right. For all the marbles, what was the original DSU Heritage Foundation office? When it was first started in 2016, where was the office located?
Can we get a hint?
Was it in Mayhall?
It was. Can you name the room?
Like the number?
Yeah, the number.
Oh, jeez.
I'll give you that. It's on the first floor. I'll tell you that.
Is it where admissions was?
No.
Another hint.
Giving you about all like. Who's in the office right now? It's the office of the provost right now, I believe.
Oh, Dr. Kirby's office.
108.
No.
103.
No.
Are we close?
You guys need to go to the other side of Mayhall.
119.
There it is.
Ooh, nice.
119 is the correct answer. Who won?
All right. From tied at 600 or Cassie and Dallas?
Cassie and Dallas tied at 600.
1,000 points.
Cheyenne, 1,000 points. The rookie. All right. Well, thank you guys for playing. And the questions weren't. I thought they were pretty easy. We swept through the ones about me. That makes me feel good. You guys all picked those ones first. But yeah, that's all we have for you. So thank you, and we'll see you guys next year.
Hello everyone, I'm your host Cheyenne, and this is your last weekly recap for the school year. Baseball closed out their season with tough losses against Valley City and Dacotah State, but congratulations to our seniors and good luck with your next chapters. Track and field is set to compete this weekend at the NSAA Conference Championships, so good luck Blue Hawks. Softball was on a roll this weekend, going undefeated in the NSAA Championships. And our very own Hawk Talk host, Dallas Mitchell, pitching all 4 games, and Cass Venner getting the lead started for the championship game with an in-the-park home run, allowing 3 runs to score. We are so happy for the softball team and wish them luck as they head to Nationals in Missouri to take on Mid-America Christian. A big thanks goes out to our sponsors, Dacotah Bank, Charbonneau Car Center, and of course Consolidated, as well as our viewers. Don't forget to follow us on social media at DSU Foundation. And as always, Hawks are up.
Look at that.